Hey. Ok. Camera test one. I hope. Hey. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Wangari Mwangi. I'm a Kenyan student who's a soon to be freshman first year at Harvard University. So, okay, calm down. Okay, so today I'm going to be reading my Yale essays. So I tried to read my Common Up essay, but like that video was trash. Like I'm so scared of reading my essays online because like that's a whole story for another day. So anyway, I'm trying to make this video short. I'm tired of putting out 30-minute videos. So let's get right into the essays. The first essay, I'm reading from a phone down here. So that's what I'm doing if I look down. So the first question is, what academic areas seem to fit your interests or goals most comfortably? Please indicate up to 3. So I chose civil engineering, environmental engineering, and energy studies. Next, that's it, like you just pick 3. Next is, why do these areas appeal to you? 100 words or less. So those 3 areas you chose, yeah. So this is what I wrote. Okay. Potholes, ruptured sewer lines, collapsing buildings, and tunnels. Kenya has its fair share of engineering headaches. Growing up in Nairobi, I have experienced firsthand the crater-like potholes on the dual-carriage highways and the devastation caused by flooding in the city due to poor drainage systems. Civil engineering appeals to my innate need to solve these problems, building a sustainable, eco-resilient urban system. And that was 64 words. That was like, okay, those were a few words. I'm surprised at myself I wrote that few. Next is, what is it about Yale that has led you to apply? So the why Yale question, 125 words or fewer. This is what I wrote. Even from 11,733 kilometers, in brackets, the distance from Nairobi to New Haven, I can feel the silent, intense focus of the ambience in Yale. From the massive libraries, Gothic architecture, sprawling lawns, to the Hogwarts ivy-covered buildings, Yale exudes this aura of tranquility and intent that is irresistible to me. Sitting in my room in Nairobi, I can picture myself in one of the cubby holes in Bath's library, engrossed in a novel, completely lost in my own world. Furthermore, Yale's commitment to the arts is truly admirable. As a music-loving, aspiring engineer, I look forward to attending the Spring Fling, the Safety Dance, the YSO Halloween concert, multiple a cappella jam sessions, and of course, the halftime show at the annual Harvard vs. Yale game. That was 125 words. That introduction was like personally my best intro, honestly. Like, I just love it. Next, what inspires you? 300 characters. That's like, how many words? Like 30 words. Anyway, this is what I wrote. Memes. I can't believe it. Okay, let me read. Memes. Usually hilarious, often controversial, and sometimes caustic. Memes always brighten my day by making me laugh or at least crack a smile. That small dose of positivity goes a long way in brightening an otherwise bleak day. That was 228 characters. I actually can't believe I wrote memes. Like, that was like a joke. Then I took it seriously. I wanted to write, you know, the way you write about like nature and the beauty of the sunset in the sunrise that juxtaposes the meaning of life and the darkness that we are nothing. Yeah, I was going to write something like that, but I just decided to write memes because it's true. Like, who doesn't? Like, memes make your day. Sorry. Like, memes are funny and I love memes, so it was the truth. Okay, next. What person, past or present, would you invite to speak? What questions would you ask? 300 characters. So I chose, I'm proud of this one, Mary Winston Jackson, the first African-American female aerospace engineer at NASA. She worked on the Apollo 11 spaceflight mission in the space race. So the questions, I would ask her, is the mission to Mars viable? Would you work with Elon Musk and SpaceX in making humans an interplanetary species? Would you reserve a seat on the Starship? Question mark. That was 308 characters. Yeah, I guess it fits still. So I chose Mary Jackson because of Hidden Figures, the movie. You should watch that movie. Oh my god, it's like life-changing. It changed my life personally in Form 2 during edutainment. Alliance people, you know. Yeah, I now that I think about it, like yesterday I was doing research for my tips on how to write Yale essays that I will do a video for, and I felt embarrassed because I low-key wanted to do Wangari Maathai, but I didn't. Anyway, next. You are teaching a Yale course. This question, oh my god. Okay, you are teaching a Yale course. What is it called? 35 words. Fundamentals of Afrobeat. The interaction between cultural identity and elements of music through a timeline study from Miriam Makeba to Wizkid to Sauti Sol. Sorry, I wrote fundamentals of Afrofusion. Yeah, fundamentals of Afrofusion, the interaction between cultural identity and elements of music through a timeline study from Miriam Makeba to Wizkid to Sauti Sol. That was like 25 words. This question, I struggled with this question, oh my god, because you have to have something like unique, but not too unique, but not general, but not common, but like yourself. This question, I struggled with it, but in the end, I decided to go with Afrofusion because I love African music. Like, Kenyan music is the best. Next, most first-year Yale students live in suites of 4 to 6 students. What do you hope to add to your suite mates' experience? What do you hope they will add to yours? 300 characters. I struggled with this essay because it's so short and has so much packed in the question. Anyway, so I wrote, I hope to enrich my roommates' experience by introducing them to Kenyan tea, the best tea in the world, and soul generation music. I hope we can bounce ideas off each other, discuss quantum physics, debate on Marxist philosophy, watch House of Cards on Netflix, and chat over a Blue State iced coffee. So this was like my most pretentious answer. Oh my god. To discuss quantum physics. Like, do people sit and discuss quantum physics? Debate on Marxist philosophy. Watch House of Cards on it. So I picked House of Cards because I was like, I'm not going to put Dynasty because it's a bit yeah, I'm not going to put like Game of Thrones. So I was looking for a series that's like entertaining but like serious but like educative. I should have put BoJack Horseman, lol. Anyway, next, think about an idea or topic that has been intellectually exciting for you. Oh, I like this one. Okay, why are you drawn to it? 250 words. So this is like the intellectual vitality essay, like the one for Stanford. Okay, so this is what I wrote about. Okay, you know, I'm thinking my essays are good. Then maybe you guys will trust me that my essays are not all that. I'm just going to read. Okay, I have grown up on a steady diet of time travel movies. Interstellar, The Terminator, Groundhog Day, 13 Going on 30, and Doctor Strange. The idea that matter can be transported through the fabric of time always fascinated me. Of course, now I know that time is irreversible, in brackets, or so physics says. But the younger, less jaded version of myself watched wide-eyed as the Terminator traversed from 2029 to 1984 to assassinate Sarah Connor. The concept of irreversibility of time can be explained using entropy. Entropy is essentially the measure of chaos, a theory that explains why nature falls to disorder instead of order. Entropy provides concrete proof and rationale why it is easier to cause chaos rather than harmony, discords rather than concords, and destruction rather than beauty. For years, I have unknowingly learned about entropy disguised in mechanics, statistics, music, and biology. It wasn't until the lesson my physics teacher taught, the second law of thermodynamics, that all the pieces of the puzzle finally fell into place. Entropy is integrated in each and every aspect of our lives. Although subtle, entropy is quite intuitive. Whether it's playing the wrong note on a piano, forgetting where you placed your keys, or making a typo. As humans, it is our nature to be curious and to push the limits. This is why entropy and the paradoxes of time fascinates me. It's pushing the limits, imagining the unimaginable, and going on an exciting theoretical adventure. 244 words. So I wrote about entropy. Honestly, this was like my like for real, entropy fascinates me. Like when I learned about entropy, like it was like an aha moment. Like I was like, yeah. Yeah. So when I learned about entropy, I was like, oh my god, for real, it makes sense. Like, makes the most sense. Anyway, that was my essay. Next, reflect on an engagement with a community to which you belong. How has this engagement affected you? 250 words. I didn't like my essay for this one, but let me read it. Music students in my school were a motley crew. We had nerds, athletes, introverts, extroverts, really loud people, a few soft-spoken ones, and even some of the popular kids. Despite all our personality traits and quirks, we gelled. We would spend hours dissecting ornamentation in Baroque music or the genius behind Kendrick Lamar's latest album. By creating a creative atmosphere, a sense of community and kinship was fostered among us. Looking back, I realized that being a music student taught me the significance of diversity to some extent. I learned to accept people for who they are. I learned that when working with people, sometimes you agree with them, you disagree, and you even agree to disagree. Interacting with different kinds of people with different interests, different backgrounds, and different perspectives, how many times can I say different? Helped me mature and challenged me to look beyond what I see. It was 141 words. Imagine, 140. I had like 100 words extra. I didn't like this essay. I struggled with it. I wish I used another Caltech essay of mine that I talked about being in the stream I wasn't in Alliance. I was in a W stream, so 1W to 4W. If there's any Busharian watching this and you're in W, shout out to you. Because W was the best. You guys, we used to come up with the most elaborate dances. Like during lunchtime, we'd start dancing. We'd make costumes. We'd use props. And I wrote that essay for Caltech and I loved it. And I wish I used it here. But it was too late. But anyway, it's fine. I guess it was fine. The last essay is an engineering essay that's only for engineering students. Of course, an engineering essay could only be for engineering students. Anyway, please tell us more about what has led you to an interest in this field of study. What experiences, if any, you have in engineering, and what it is about Yale's engineering program that appeals to you. 300 words. This is my essay. I am no stranger to water shortage. Water, what happened there? Water shortage. Parts of Nairobi City go through bouts of it every year. Yet my experience in Machakos County in eastern Kenya was a rude awakening of the dearth of the problem in the villages around the country. Earlier in my sophomore year, so you have to say sophomore year so they understand. I just mean Form 2. We hiked Chulu Hills in Machakos. Our camp ran out of water after the first day and we had to resort to the local sources of water, the village borehole, which was at least 25 kilometers away. After that experience in Machakos, I worked with other students after high school to drill boreholes in Machakos County, Eastern Kenya, in collaboration with the county government. To me, the project was an opportunity to apply my theoretical knowledge in a real-life problem, while also satisfying my innate need to help the residents of Machakos by easing their burden to some extent, no matter how little I could. No matter how little I could. Does that make sense? I submitted that. Anyway, the project took 8 months of planning, liaising with geological experts, surveying for an appropriate site, sampling soil and rocks, digging and laying cement for the pump. The experience was exhilarating, ! To show some excitement. As we worked, I could see the applications of Archimedes' principle, Hooke's law, and Newton's law of motion come to life like the diagrams of my physics textbook. That's like the cheesiest statement I've ever read, I've ever said, I've ever written. But anyway, cheesy words. Fine. Furthermore, I got to experience firsthand the structural, mechanical, economic, and environmental challenges in construction and the importance of teamwork. I want to pursue a career in civil engineering. Yale's approach in translating fundamental knowledge into practical application through research makes it unique. Programs such as the First Year Summer Research Fellowship, the SAF program, and the STARS program provide avenues through which I can gain hands-on experience. I have ambitious goals of revolutionizing urban structural systems in sub-Saharan Africa by creating sustainable, green, eco-resilient cities. I believe the civil and environmental engineering program at Yale is the best way to achieve my goals. So this essay was nice. I liked it. I reused it a lot. So I hiked in Machakos when I was in high school. Then after high school, I was part of a project where we were drilling boreholes in Machakos. It was an interesting experience, definitely. Construction is not a glamorous job. It's not, but it's rewarding. And reading these, I remember now why I wanted to do engineering. I think I was actually like, it's not that I lied. I'm actually quite passionate about civil engineering and urban design, especially in this country of mine, this beautiful Kenya. But you know, you grow, you learn. Anyway, those were my essays. I'm so scared to put this on the internet, but I will try my best. I will do a separate video for the tips that I have for writing the Yale supplements. I don't know if they'll change for 2021 cycle. I hope they don't, so this video can be relevant. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Also, I just wanted to lightly touch as to why I've not posted a video in 2 weeks, because number one, I had technical difficulties with my laptop. Number two, the world was in crisis. The racial injustices going on in America and police brutality in Kenya was a big deal, and I didn't want to post content about Africans going to America, but then in America we would be black, but then I really don't identify as black. Like, you know how, like, I know racism is there, and I know to some extent I will experience it in America once I get there, if I get there, but I've not really thought about it. So I've been taking this time to educate myself and to figure out like what are microaggressions, what I would do in the situation where someone is microaggressive towards me, how I can help my fellow black person in case there's ever a situation where I need to. It's just been really interesting educating myself about it. As I've said before, I'm Kenyan, so I've lived in a predominantly African country where we are all black, mostly. So like, I don't think of myself as a black person. I guess I've started having like a mind shift so that I'm kind of ready when I'm in America. I know I still have culture shock, but I've just been trying to prepare myself for the worst. You know, you prepare for the worst, but you hope for the best. Anyway, I just wanted to touch lightly on that. I hope this video is not going to be too long. I hope you guys enjoyed my essay. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. I will look for the power within me to read my comment up. I will try my best, but it's such a personal essay that I just feel dizzy. Anyway, tell me which essay you like the best. Please don't roast me if my essays are not as good as I think. Yeah, that's some insecurities right there. I hope you have a great day, night, afternoon, wherever you are. See you next time. Bye.